All right, so my buddy Charlie here needs to work on has some problems when she's out on walks. She likes to lunge at some dogs, not all dogs. So the closest thing I do have to a mentor is dog behaviorist named Karen London, and I will have a link to her book underneath this video. She has a book called Feisty Fido that she co-authored with someone, and what she does is basically she wants to teach the dog, instead of reacting to other dogs, to sit down and look at the humans. Now in this hand I have a handful of the Tricky Trainer liver flavored treats, the soft ones. In this hand I have one. So what I'm doing is I put the dog in sitting in front of me, and this is gonna seem a little bit boring, but I'm not gonna narrate while I'm doing it. But what I'm trying to do is get the dog to look at me in the eye, in the face, and I reward the dog for doing that. So I do this, I have a handful of treats here, one here, I put them both on my thighs, and I wait. Watch. Tell you what, Nate, why don't you get up and sit right here so you can kind of see the dog and me. There you go. I'm not talking because I don't want to really cue her to look at me. I want her to do it on her own. I'm going to cheat a little bit. Watch. So I'm holding it between my eyes and hers. Watch. 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 So I'm starting to extend the length of time that I'm asking her to look at me in the face. Just at first, just by another half a second. Watch. But as soon as she looks up at me, I'm holding the treat between I'm really putting it up against my nose or close to my. Watch. Watch. Oops. Fumble on my part. So the idea is we want to wait until the dog looks at us on their own. And as soon as they do that, we hold the treat between my eyes and her eyes to keep her attention here. And then we reward by saying watch the same second the treat goes into her mouth. This is the first stage of the watch process. Again, under this video, we're going to have a link to her book where we're going to, you can order the book, which I'd highly recommend. It's very easy, and it is much more detailed than what I'm going through here. This is the first part of the watch. We're going to go ahead and shoot a separate video where we're going to talk about the next step. But basically, you want to keep practicing this step in different parts of your home. At first, like this, when it's nice and quiet, nobody's running around, and then do it until you get to the point where the dog is just looking up at you right away, or if you say watch, the dog looks up at you right away. Then we want to do it when we have the TV on at a low volume, or we have some people over there having a discussion. We want to incorporate distractions, but a very small step, and each time it gets a little bit more intense, so we help the dog practice under varying circumstances and situations. Yes, I know you want a treat. We're going to get some more treats here in a second. This is the first video on teaching how to teach the dog to watch.